Hi everybody, welcome to the second episode of Talking Wrestling. I'm your host, Lee Rainey, and let's get on with this podcast. We'll go with some of the news this week in the wrestling business, starting with James Storm, who left Impact Wrestling in, last tapings, but on TV it was 2 weeks ago, when he got beat by America's Top Team. He was forced to leave the company, and now he has said that going to WWE is his ultimate goal. So could we see him in WWE soon, NXT, or could we even see him in the Royal Rumble? This is a bit old now, this is about a week ago, but I'm going to say it. Paige was forced to retire due to injury from Sasha Banks on an episode of Raw. It's so sad to see her go out just moments before the first ever Women's Royal Rumble. It's sad. And that's not it with the women wrestling. Also with Impact Wrestling, Sienna was I can't even speak. Sienna was put in hospital after during the Impact Wrestling tapings due to an injury as well. Hope she's alright, hope her the best. And the last one for today, EC3 is missing an independent show on the night of the Royal Rumble. We know he left Impact Wrestling. Could he be heading back to WWE? Could be a good one. This is a new bit I'm going to do. This is called Facts. So I'll pick a wrestler every week. WWE, Impact Wrestling, Ring of Honor, New Japan, or any other independent company. But this week I've got one of my all-time favourite wrestlers, John Cena. I'm going to talk to you about his titles and all that. We're going to start things off with his finishing moves. Back in 2002, I didn't really use it often. It came back in about 2003, where it used to be called the FU. When times have changed in WWE now, he now calls it the AA, Attitude Adjustment. He also uses a submission called the STF, which was formerly named the STFU. Again, times change, that changed with it. Let's go over his titles. He's a 13-time WWE champion. That's good. That's good in its own right. He's also a 3-time World Heavyweight Champion, which brings his total of WWE World Heavyweight Championships to 16, which levels with Ric Flair. He's a 5-time United States Champion, which again, I think the highest reign 6. So if he wins one more, he's up there again. He's won a couple of tag team titles. I couldn't exactly find how many, but I know he's won some with Nexus, Shawn Michaels, and Batista. I think he won with The Miz too. He won the Money in the Bank in 2012. He was the first ever superstar to cash in the Money in the Bank and get beat. That was followed the year later with Damien Sandow. He has won 2 Royal Rumbles, one in 2008 when he returned from an injury, and again in 2013 when he went on to face The Rock at WrestleMania for the second time. He has also won 10 Slammy Awards. That's good. And I think he holds a record in the most wishes in that Make-A-Wish Foundation, which is good. The things of the this is from Sky Bet again from the for the Royal Rumble. There was a new favourite the other day, Daniel Bryan. Yeah, Daniel Bryan's favourite to win, which I could see because he's had this problem now with AJ Styles, where I could see Daniel Bryan winning it and then going to face AJ at WrestleMania in a big comeback match. But I would love to see a triple threat match between AJ Styles, Shane McMahon, and Daniel Bryan. And before anyone says, yes, we got Shane McMahon versus AJ Styles last year. It was a good match, and I would love to see it again. But again, when you say, but I don't want to see it 2 years in a row, we see John Cena versus The Rock 2 years in a row. One was a normal match, and the other was for the WWE Championship. Well, that's me for this week. Join me again, where I come with more facts, and a different wrestler, and more news in the wrestling world. I'm Lee Rainey. Subscribe, and see you next time. Over and out.